The colors are so beautiful. The purples, the pinks, the dyes, the thing, everything that you're doing, and we do have it available at a this day only price.
Yes. This was supposed to be on special offer at $99. $150 worth of retail value, supposed to be on offer at $99.
On my card, it had a different price on my card. It had a higher price on my card.
You guys are so lucky. You
so
guys
$21.74. What are we getting?
Absolutely everything on the table in front of you. Now, vintage lace is my brand new signature collection, and let me tell you, I do a signature collection every time I come here.
Yeah.
But our biggest launch of the year is always the one we launch for our company birthday, which was last week. So our company turned 14 years last week. This was my big product launch to celebrate the anniversary. So I'll tell you now, this is the #1 signature collection of the year. You basically get everything you need in this one affordable bundle. There's a couple of extras you might want to go for. We're going to show you some flower forming next.
Okay.
And we've also got a gorgeous 12 by 12 pad, which I'm going to touch on. But beyond that, basically all the dies, the embossing folders, all of the ribbons, the embellishments, the accessories, the stamps, I put them all in this one bumper kit. So, if we start here, you've got the most incredible frames, really ornate, well, it's vintage lace, really ornate designs, and they're brilliant for kind of drawing the eye into the cards. So we've done them in the Rococo, which are your square ones, and we've also done them in the Baroque, which are these oval ones in front. These are probably some of the most usable dies you will build in your entire collection. I've then done you some phenomenal floral foliage dies. So die sets like this, which are going to give you all the embellishments, the pop, that really set those cards apart with the firmer behind your flowers, okay? Then, as we move on, I mean, no lace collection would be complete without the phenomenal lace butterflies.
Those are incredible. You're going to use those in everything for forever.
Skeleton design, they're going to shape up on there, 3 sizes in that collection, okay? Now, on top of that, you are then going to get a whole set of RubOns. So I've tried to make it easy. I've done RubOns. I've also done stamped sentiments. So you've got the choice of 2. And then I've done 2 embossing folders. Now, one of them is what I would say a regular embossing folder, but beautiful. The other one, which is this one here, I've done it where we've put the designs inside the embossing folder. These are like 3 times the price of regular folders, but when you take account of the value, I mean, I guess this is close to half of the price that this will be when it launches in retail.
So when it launches in retail, is it going to be $86.95?
No, it's going to be $147.88 to get all of these when it launches, which isn't for another few months yet. This is completely exclusive here in the US, right here at HSN.
And we don't have a lot of them. You've got about 13 minutes to shop. It's brand new and again, exclusive. Don't forget, when you fill your cart, $5 shipping and handling is available. The reviews for this are already coming in. A few people have pre-ordered them online, and every review is perfect 5 stars. Every person.
Some of you literally just couldn't wait and had to pre-order this when it came out last week, right? Now, let me show you. This is the only extra I think you probably need to have. And when I flick through the pad, it gives you a bit of a feel for the color families, the florals, the designs that we get in this set. So this is the one extra. What I will say is in your mega kit here, you are going to get the 6x6 pad, right? So you get the 6x6 version of this. But if you want to do any scrapbooking, or if you just want phenomenal value, it's $16.95 to go for this extra 12x12 pad. I'll warn you now, we don't have as many of these as what we have of the vintage lace kits. So if everybody who wants a vintage lace kit goes for a 12x12 pad too, we're going to run out about halfway through the presentation.
Okay,
right?
So we're going to show you right up front, and then you'll have those. And again, if you come back later, even in an hour, and say, I want to get that 12x12 pad, probably not going to be there.
Now, this is when, Helen, you see everything working together. So the beautiful die-cut pieces, one of the Baroque frames that I didn't even get a chance to show you, working back towards the paper pad. Now, this is one of the papers from the collection. There's that beautiful butterfly that we talked about. Any of your shaped cards inside just look phenomenal when you use those papers in conjunction with the dies. Now, that cut and emboss folder that I talked about, this is the level of detail that you get, but it also cuts out all these little bits. Helen, this is the sort of design that I think you'll be using for birthday cards. You could be using for wedding invitations. You could would be using for anniversary thank you cards.
Ooh, look at that.
But you could also take this into sympathy cards, thinking of you. You want to take your card making up a notch. These are those phenomenal frames that I was talking about, and honestly, they just make for the most delightful
Okay, 300
cards.
just went out the door. We're getting very busy. If you call in right now, I don't think we have a hold. That's about to change. It's going nuts on the phone lines.
So I'm just going to warn you, this is the only scheduled presentation of the day. This is the only chance that you'll get to see the vintage lace collection. If you are worried about seeing me do loads of demonstrations, I've already done a ton of videos on YouTube, so you can get this collection home and know that there's going to be loads that you can do with it. And I'm going to walk you through all of that. But I know this is a big show today, so we do get a good 15 minutes. But I know that's not as long as I'd like to show you everything, right? Are you ready though?
I'm ready.
Start demonstrating. Right. You know, I said that folder was fantastic, right? What it does is, Helen, it's an embossing folder, but it's got your die cut pieces built into it. So what you can do is, if you want to make
I've seen anything like that.
Oh, this is so clever. I've done a 5x7 base card here, and all I'm going to do is wrap the embossing folder around the front of the card, right? And then when we do this, it's a regular folder, so all I'm going to do is put this into my Gemini machine. So I'm going to put it between two of the plates, sandwich it through. So I'm sending it through the Junior, but these will work through all of your Gemini. In fact, to be honest, they'll work with all of your different machines that are out there.
Yeah,
so it's a 5x7, so it won't fit in your today's special because that's only 4 and a bit inches wide, but it will absolutely fit through any of your other machines, right? Now, can you see that? Look at that. So it does all of the embossing detail that you would expect of a folder, but then it also die cuts all the embellishments. Now, I've got one here where I've just put a little bit of green just to really highlight that design. Now, that gives me a beautiful front piece to the card. Then what I'm going to do is, on the inside, take a little bit of cardstock from that, from the paper pad. Now, this is where I would say, if you want to kind of add to your collection and add that 12x12 pad in, it really is. It's not just about having papers to do scrapbooking, Helen. It's about having the fantastic sizes so that you can do, you know, you can cut these down and basically get more value for money out of the sheets, right? So that gives me the base part of the card ready to go. Now, one of the really exciting dies in this set that I love is this one here, because it has got so many components. So this die set actually on its own will be $29.95. When it goes out to retail, that's like less than a third of your whole kit.
The whole kit.
All these dies are included. So what you're going to do is you're going to take one of those dies, and I've got it kind of all lined up, and I've got it on the cardstock. We have this cardstock, by the way, on the show. So if you're wanting to go for the extra cardstock, we've got the cardstock in exactly the same size colours, which are going to allow you to then work back.
So those are the solid colours that go back with the prints that we have. Oh yeah, definitely.
So we've got the cardstock in the pearlescent finish, and also in the the linen effect.
Okay.
So a pearlescent and a linen, and it kind of comes as a twin pack if you want to get the extra cardstock.
Okay,
right?
So that's available on hsn.com. So ask your representative when you're calling in. And if you're calling in, you can also go to hsn.com to get in on this. You can order. You need the item number. It's 680-255. Remember, it's a this day only. It's like a baby today special. The price goes away at the end of the day. It has not been on air. No one has seen the vintage lace kit except those of you who are watching right now. This is extraordinary, and it's also timeless. You're never gonna not use this.
Do you know, Helen, that you have really hit the nail on the head there. It is a, do you know, I'm going to stick this one, it's going to be a little bit quicker. It is a timeless collection. I think with a lace effect like this, it's really about having designs which are going to work no matter what the season, no matter what the occasion,
exactly,
and no matter who the recipient. You know, it's sometimes difficult to do designs for men as well as women. Something that would work for, you know, a girl in her 30s, but would also work for your grandma.
Right, you've got the
really
Baroque
difficult to get
and Rococo. I mean, it's like the classic. When you've gone to Europe and seen the the picture frames of the artwork of the museums around the world, this is the kind of frames you see, classic and gorgeous.
And then all I'm doing is I've taken the stamps and stamped onto these. So I've got some of those embellishments. Now remember, I said in the set, as well as having the kind of frames, we also had a load of that like ephemera in the embellishments. What I've done is I've just die cut a load of these pieces and ran them through the Xyron. So that these little flourishes just add the finishing touches to your projects. Now, I'll be really honest, Helen, when I developed this kit, I developed it in a different way to what I would usually do my kits. I developed this to work, which is why it's a slightly smaller kit than normal. I developed it to work with everything else you would have in your collection. So I know that a lot of you have some beautiful toppers or some beautiful stamps, and how nice to get something that will just embellish everything you've already got.
Mix and match with everything you've ever bought. You're going to use it for forever. Incredibly versatile, but beautiful.
Beautiful,
wow.
beautiful
I
designs.
love this.
And then all I've done is, on my finishing touch one, is just added that little bow. And that, though, even the ribbons are included in the set. I'm going to take you through and show you again everything that's in the set, because it is probably, I would say, I mean, it was phenomenal value at $99.
Yeah.
To get it to be reduced to this price for this show is phenomenal value. And we do have
700 now ordered.
Okay, so we do have limited quantities.
700 now ordered.
And do you know, with all of these collections, they're always limited edition. So if you don't get, people always say to me, oh, can you bring back the such and such one from 3 years ago?
So once this is gone, that's it?
Once this is gone, we
and this is the only show
once.
today?
Only show today, so this is your only opportunity to get this,
okay? Hurry up and order.
Right, so you've got the Rococo frames that I was just working with, and then also matching into them are these beautiful Baroque frames, which are the oval versions. Think about how usable just those two die sets are.
Every scrapbooking page you've ever done, every card you've ever given, everything, even on holiday presents, you could even do a picture and a frame around it.
And pop the frame on.
And pop a frame, anything ever.
Perfect. You've got the beautiful lace border that matches in with it. We've got that 6x6 paper pad. So all of these are for that £86. The 6x6 paper pad with all of those beautiful designs are included in that price point. So you just get the smaller versions of all of the papers. You then get the ribbons in exactly the same colour palette, which matches in with the beautiful vintage lace designs. You then get, you know, the little embellishments that I said about. 2 sets of these embellishments, which will become some of your favourite dies. They just give you like the finishing touch around your project. So 2 of those. Also, while we're on with the dies, those beautiful butterflies.
The butterflies are like worth the price of admission. Those are incredible.
And you know
the
what?
Detail.
You can never have enough beautiful butterfly dies. So you've got the beautiful butterflies in there as well. Then we also have 2 ways to add your sentiments on. You've got your sentiment stamps, but we've also got the sentiment rub-ons, so you can easily rub them on and add embellishments to any of your projects. And then 2 of those embossing folders, and one of them is the embossing folder that has the dies included.
The one that you just demonstrated with.
$14.95 on its own, just for that embossing folder. Yeah. When you start adding up the value, we'll let you see,
it's $147.88 worth of items, but to me, it's not, you can't even put a price on that. This is exclusive art, limited edition. If you happen to be watching right now, you will get in on it. And then the next day, when everyone else has missed out on it, you'll be the only ones that have it. Half sold out now. Half the quantity we brought in, 878, 79,
okay, come and
80.
see the samples.
People are grabbing it. Think about gift giving. By the way, if you're giving this as a gift, what an incredible gift. You have till January 31st, 2020 for returns or exchanges. So that's worry-free gift giving. We're coming up to, 900. It'll be 1,000 in a second. Flying out the door. The faster you can order express automated ordering, you can use that free downloadable app. If you call in, we will take your calls. Jared, I think we're taking our calls pretty quick, right? I don't think, yeah, so if you call in, you're able to call in right now and get right to a representative. Those of you who like to call in and order, we did add extra people when we saw Sarah's picture coming our way. So we will talk to you. You can call immediately. And 50 orders went out the door during my last 2 sentences.
Right, listen.
So I should stop talking.
Before it sells out, there is one card I just desperately must show you on this collection, because I would kick myself. That frame die, these dies, because they're very intricate, you can actually create whole base cards from them, right? So what I mean by that, and we've done the same here with the oval one. So you get the oval dies,
just using the dies,
and also the square ones.
You can do an easel card there.
You can, ooh, look at you.
Listen,
you are such the crafter,
I've grown
Helen.
up since we've started working together.
She is such the crafter, right? What I want you to do, okay, is I want you to take a base card, right? So a piece, and this is the linen cardstock, by the way, that comes in the set. So you can take the linen cardstock. If you pop your die on and just have it over, can you see it's just slightly over the top of the fold there, Helen? What it will do is it will die cut on the fold. So that when this comes out of your die cutting machine, I've got one here, can you see it basically folds over on the edge?
Look at that.
Isn't that spectacular? So this is your actual card. I mean, come on.
That's
how incredible is this as a card? Now, that die set is like uber clever, because what it is, if I show you it again, it's got the outer die, so it cuts this part here, but then the next die in the set is the plain one, which is going to cut you this shape here. So what you can do is you can use just that die set to just cut out the next layer of paper so that you can do your matting and layering onto the front. Right?
Okay, I have an update. My producer is telling me that this is going to sell out. So what we're gonna do is talk for another minute. If you call in right now, we'll go over to your phone or cell phone, call in, you will be able to get it. If you step away, get a cup of coffee and come back, you probably will not. So the item number is 680-255, $21.74 is your flex pay. The shipping and handling is $5 to fill your entire cart. You can get 20 items and we will only do $5 for your entire, and that includes everything from the origami rack that we just had with Bobby, everything crafting. So today's the day to stock up, but this is the only airing, and this is exclusive. Jared, how many have been ordered already? I know we're over 1,000, certainly.
Look at that. So then you get these are the rub-ons.
1,200 gone now.
Okay, this is last call on this, guys, right?
Oh my gosh, yeah, there's 520 left with 300 people ordering.
So this is going to layer it up.
Calm down,
this is
Sarah.
Going to go.
You're going to keep going.
I'm panicking a bit now, right? But this is the
She's
card.
sad if she doesn't show you everything.
Oh, I know. I've got so
much to show.
Helen, how incredible.
The color palette of the cardstock. I really encourage you guys to get the 12 by 12. Can I show that one more time? Jared, how many do we have left of the 12 by 12 cardstock that goes back with this? It's an extra purchase, but it's so beautiful. I just want to make sure that everybody gets that. Get the item number for it, because there's only 200 left. So I just wanted you guys to know, do we have the item number? Maybe we can pop, we're gonna pop it on the screen because obviously the whole kit is going. I mean, it's tick-tocking down. But I wanna make sure you guys know that this is available, 12 by 12. So you do have the, I wanna say 5 by 7, but I'm wrong.
It's 6 by 6.
6 by 6, I know I was wrong.
It's like
so this is only $16.95, no, that's not right. $16.95 for this?
Yes. Yes,
you go to those craft stores, you can buy one piece of paper for like $2 or something.
Yeah,
all right,
but do you know what it is? We try and bring great value, and then if you
like
buy so many gazillion of these, that they are literally able to do the best prices. So this should be $24.95 at retail.
Oh yeah.
But please get yourself an extra one. Remember what I said.
Get yourself an extra one. I like that idea.
We don't repeat.
Because these dies last, obviously, could use these for eternity.
You can.
So you're going to want that paper.
We don't repeat any of these collections. So you love this design, guys. You've got to get this while we've got this. If you're not one of the next 200 people getting it, I know you're all going to come and hassle me and say, please make an exception, please, can you do that paper pad?
But honestly, you just don't make it.
Your only chance.
The only chance.
Your only chance. And that collection, it's worth it. By the time you add up what you'd pay for the Rococo frame, what you'd then pay for the Baroque frame, then you start thinking about those little flourishes. It's like your paper pad, your embossing folders, your stamps, your rubber are all coming in for free.
All right, I don't know what I need to say for you to be able to get this at this point. We're gonna sell it out probably in 10 seconds. If you call in, express automated ordering, if you've got a computer, buy it on your phone. That's what I do. When things are about to sell out, you can check, okay, too late. Thank you for your calls and orders. I was trying. Thank you so much for your calls and orders, very exciting. I do wanna show you the pad that we're showing you because 150 left.